turn your own mic on.
Guess I got to turn my mic on.
I think we caught it now, rather than the end of the show.
Yeah. Okay.
I hope this thing's not too far away from the router.
I can't get my mic. I can't get this turned on.
Hold it.
There we go.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And I don't know why my camera is zoomed in.
We're trying a new setup today, so let's see if we can get this
Hello.
figured out.
I don't know why it's doing that. I have no idea.
Huh. Technical difficulties, because we never have those, right?
Nope, never.
Oh, I can't even get mine to play.
There we go. All right.
Working. Let's see what I can do here.
It finally caught up to us. Good morning, guys. We are in our new space today.
Look at this.
New space today. How about that? So we're in the new room. You have to turn your turn that down.
Oh yeah.
So it's a whole new setup in the new room. So there might be a couple hiccups today.
Let us know what the sound quality is.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of an echoing in here. The room's pretty empty still at this point.
We're still filling it.
But this is so cool to have a new space.
Yeah, new space today. Got some lights up. My camera isn't as close to the router, so I want to make sure that we look good and we don't glitch out.
Here.
It is a little cold. You know, I'm going to turn the heat up
Okay.
while you say that.
Okay.
I want to turn the heat up a little bit in here.
Yeah, fancy new digs, huh, Derek?
Trying to figure out how to do it.
Let me push the button.
Yeah,
I got to teach Nick how to use this fancy stuff. So Summerfest Lineup got it released this morning. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Quick look at that before we went live. We're looking at that. Yeah, it was cool.
And the Homeboy Cheap Trick. Hometown Boys are headlining
at the American Family Insurance.
July 7th in Milwaukee at Summerfest. So they're like the only rock band booked. It's all pop stuff.
It is. Well, some pop, some country, some hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some big names, Bieber, Wiz Khalifa, Lil Wayne, Avril Lavigne, I guess could be technically, and I guess MGK is sort of rock.
I mean, there's so many crossover.
Yeah.
Some of these ones hits, so that's cool. There's a really good festival stage. Headliners look great too. So if anybody in our viewing area is watching, check it out today. They just put this up at 8:30 our time, Central Time.
Yeah, this morning. So just announced the Summerfest lineup, and they always add a few things later.
Yeah.
Congrats to the Hometown Boys, Cheap Trick, for headlining the big show up there in Milwaukee.
Just a little echo, not bad. Thanks, guys. I'm sure once we start getting more,
once we load this place up,
hopefully the echo will.
Yeah, it'll subside. I mean, we're not even technically done with the trim yet. We're still paint cans and stuff. I mean, it's good enough that we can kind of move in, but it's not totally done yet.
Oh, guess what? We won't know when anybody comes knocking at the door. That will be nice.
Oh yeah, we're too far away from the back door. Anyone knocks on the door, it's why we keep it locked now.
Well, sometimes it doesn't matter. It's still locked, and you still put up.
Yeah.
Maybe the mailman, FedEx, UPS. You never know. There's always stuff coming in.
So Annette had an eventful weekend.
Oh yeah.
We both kind of did a lot.
See, I'm not.
You're rocking the Lee Rocker shirt.
I'm rocking a Lee Rocker shirt.
How about that? So tell the folks about what you did on
Friday. The story starts on Friday. And my husband put this in here. I don't know why. Hello, Nick. So Friday, a customer came into the store and he's like, "Hey, do you guys have any Lee Rocker albums?" And I thought, no, because if we did, they'd probably be at my house, right? Y'all know my Stray Cast, Rockabilly. Rockabilly is my favorite category of music. He said, "Yeah, they're playing at Lee Rocker is playing at the Woodstock Opera House, which Woodstock, Illinois is a quick 40-45 minutes from here. And if anybody's watched the movie Groundhog Day, most of the movie was filmed in Woodstock, Illinois. Beautiful venue. So I hurried up Friday, got tickets, got there, got there early, had dinner. Venue is very small. I don't know, maybe 400 people.
Nice.
Something like that, and it wasn't full. We were 6 rows back.
Wow.
Just a beautiful venue for something small like that. So, yeah, it was so fun.
Was it pretty full?
It was really 3/4.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty full.
It was pretty full.
Yeah.
Great crowd. Ted from one of our local Rockabilly bands, Dirty Fishnet Stockings, he and his wife
Oh, they were there? Very cool.
I was like, hey, there's Dad. Okay, cool. So yeah, I brought in a quart.
What did you pick up?
Well, why did my husband decide to get organized all of a sudden? Picked up, because they didn't have it on vinyl.
Uh-oh.
Thank goodness. Picked up Lee Rocker's new one called Gather Round. He wrote this one during COVID. There's some cool songs on it. This is Buzz Campbell is a guitar player. That was a guitar player Saturday night. So
Oh,
this is
very cool.
his album.
He's got a solo, huh?
Yeah.
You see,
And he was a cool guy. He was down there signing stuff, and I talked to him, and he says, hey, he thanked the record store, said without you guys, you know, a lot of this wouldn't still be around. Cool guy. So Annette, I don't know how I managed this, but I'm thinking, there's a lobby poster. Who do I talk to? So finally I ended up to a manager. She said, yeah, catch me over after the show. Of course, there's only one poster. The only one that was in the lobby.
this is the only one?
That was the only one. Yeah, because it's got the date and time up
And
there.
you got it?
front.
And you got
And I
it to
got
sign it?
well, not Lee Rocker. Apparently, he might have a little germaphobe thing going on.
Okay.
But Buzz signed it for me.
Cool.
Yeah. So how cool is that?
The one and only gig poster.
Paul S is in the house.
Neanderthal.
Paul, you're working. You
Paul
can't
the
drive.
Fall.
Paul, you can't drive truck and watch YouTube at the same time.
You can listen to it.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of people who listen to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who aren't, you can, some people are working. A lot of people are working. They just have us on while they're working.
Listen to us blah blah blah. So yeah, we had a great time. We needed it so badly. Got out there and had fun.
People are saying there's some heavy background noise. Of course, I turned the furnace on it. I guess it's picking up
Okay,
the
so
furnace.
Derek says if you're wearing mics, I don't think we're getting sound from them.
Okay, let me try switching them.
Heavy back, yep. And
Let's try
the
this.
heavy back, yeah, the heat is going on right now. We'll pop it down again.
Something we'll have to check out for next time. Let's try this. See if this helped at all. Let us know what you think.
Can you hear us now? Let us know if you can hear
Let
us.
me know.
My mic's on.
Yeah, mics are on. It's just I think it's picking up all the background noise.
Let me turn that down so the blower's running off.
Yeah. Next time I'll make sure I preheat the room.
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, we're in the new space, so there's a little bit of a learning curve here whenever you move your whole setup. In fact, our chairs we use, the table that we usually sit at, or the chairs we use from the table, aren't even in the same space anymore. So I was like, wow, we're gonna have to. My setup was a lot different this morning. So I'm gonna wind this up for Annette.
Hopefully this will kick off in just a minute.
Yeah, it'll
Calm
turn off.
down,
It'll
so.
turn off. So I've been a little bummed out because of the news from the Foo Fighters. Unfortunately, it's been kind of
Sad.
bumming me out big time. For those of you who didn't know, Taylor Hawkins, the drummer for the Foo Fighters, passed away
Yeah.
over
50,
the weekend.
50 years old?
50 years old. And what a tragedy. And they were supposed to play that night. They were in Colombia,
Yeah.
in South America. They were going to play, and then they were going to play Lollapalooza in Chile on Sunday. Obviously, on Friday, he passed away during the day. Really, Foo Fighters is one of my favorite bands, and was just really kind of bummed out all week. Even today, I was listening to satellite radio, and they're having callers call in and talk about their Taylor Hawkins memories and Foo Fighters memories, and I don't know, just really kind of. Last time I had an artist that died that really hit me hard was Tom Petty, so
Yeah.
it's been.
I know you were Nick was really down. I mean, It
Even
did
today.
affect him because Saturday he came in. You could just tell Nick wasn't Nick, and Nick, you know how Nick is.
I'm usually pretty upbeat.
He is.
I'm pretty happy.
Half an hour in, he's like, okay, so Gidget's saying hard to hear. Gidget, is it because of the fan in the background, or are you not hearing? Is that covering it up? Or got some new logistics going on here, and I'm trying to get that to kick off.
It'll kick off. It'll kick off here in a second. I could also probably turn our mics up.
Oh yeah.
Let's try that.
Okay.
Let's try to turn up the output a little bit. See if that helps, guys. I don't want to blow your eardrums out though. So yeah, Foo Fighters. We do have lots of Medicine at Midnights, which was their last record, which will be Taylor Hawkins' last record that he did with the band.
And he had been with them
a long time, over like 20 years.
I thought it was less than that. Okay.
Did you know that he was originally Alanis Morissette's drummer?
Yeah.
He was on the tour with Jagged Little Pill, and that blew up. So that's pretty amazing.
It is amazing.
And I guess him and Taylor and Dave Grohl became friends. And then he said, you want to come on over to my band? And Taylor wanted to be in a rock band. He didn't want to just be a backing band for Alanis Morissette. And the rest is history. Shortly thereafter, he became the drummer for Foo Fighters. He's been on almost all their albums since then. I think since the second album. I don't think he was on the first one. I think since the second album.
He wasn't on the first one. I remember reading something about that.
No, because I think Dave recorded the whole album himself, the first record.
Thank you, Derek. So, yeah, we'll take that into consideration next.
No fan.
Didn't realize how loud that was.
All right, now we know.
Yeah.
No fan. I'll make sure that doesn't kick on for the rest of our shows. And
are we too loud voice-wise because he turned up the mic? So if you are having a problem with that as well, let us know, please.
Yeah. So yeah, still have lots of Medicine at Midnights. I do have a greatest hits. I have more Foo Fighters greatest hits coming in this week. I was able to snag some from some distributors. This has all their older, I won't say older hits, but 95, 96, 99, 02, 05, 06, 07, 09. Kind of gets you up through the first couple decades. $26 on that. And I have one of the Concrete and Gold for $21, which has Sky as a Neighborhood, which is the big hit on this record.
2 LPs? With one side etched maybe, because I'm only seeing 3.
Yeah, it's side ABC, so it's got to have an etching on side 4. This one is 2 LPs for $26.
Max Baker of Mama's Pride passed also.
And 23 for Medicine at Midnight. So that's been a big news. And I am, because I'm a huge Foo Fighters fan, I went and saw the movie, Studio 666.
Yes.
And I read Dave's book, Storyteller, which I highly recommend if anybody's a big Foo Fighters fan or Dave Grohl fan. Storyteller is a phenomenal book. He just put it out end of last year. And there's a story in there about him and Taylor and how close those two were the closest in the band. They're like brothers almost.
One of the things that popped up on one of my feeds was Dave Grohl making a comment, and I opened it and didn't read it too in depth, but it got you because this is Dave Grohl meeting Taylor Hawkins for the first time. It was love at first sight or something like that. Yeah. Yeah,
they were pretty much inseparable. They would do, like the rest of the band would fly home after him and Taylor would take, the two of them would jump in a car and drive from LA back to the East Coast together.
Road trip.
They would just road trip together. They do shenanigans like that together. They had all sorts of fun. And one of the biggest stories, and I'll tell it real quick.
Yeah.
So on one of these road trips, they were going back, and this is all in the Storyteller book. Dave and Taylor are driving from LA, and they have all these stops all the way back, and they're going home. Dave Grohl's from Virginia, D.C. area, Washington, D.C. area. So they're going to drive all the way across the country, make a road trip of it. And on that previous tour, they had played with Pantera, and they became really good friends with Pantera. Like, these guys are rockers, and they're like partiers, and we love them. They like idolize them. They're like, oh. And so I think Dimebag Darrell had a strip club in Austin, Texas, or Dallas, Texas. He had a strip club in Texas somewhere. And so
Did he have them all over the place?
So he had a card, and he's like, come to my club. And he gave him a card, and they're like, all right, we're going to go. So on their way back after the tour, they're like, we're going to make a trip out of their way, 2 hours each way out of their way to go to the club. And they have we're going to party with Pantera at the club. And they're like, all right. So on the way, from the West Coast on the way to Texas, he stopped at the gas station, and Dave Grohl forgot his wallet on top of the gas,
the
pump.
yeah.
So they keep driving, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot my." He's like, you know what? It'll be fine. I'll have a credit card, over whatever to me. We're not gonna go back. So they finally go out of their way. Days later, they get there. It's like 8 p.m. on a Saturday. They're like, "All right, we're going to the strip. We're gonna party at Pantera. We're so excited." Doorman goes, "IDs." Taylor, here's my ID. Smiles, walks right in. Dave Grohl doesn't have his ID. Doesn't have his wallet. It's like, "No, sorry, you can't come in. No ID." They're like, "Oh, we gotta call. You're calling Dimebag. We're trying to." No answer. They did not get in. And in the book, he says, to this day, Taylor will never forgive me for not letting us get into that club, ever. He never, ever lived it down. So obviously,
that's the good thing about cell phones these days. You can upload your driver's license to your cell phone.
Yeah. So they hung their head in defeat and continued the journey without the magical night.
I'd like to know what the follow-up phone call to Dimebag Daryl was.
So, and then as the book goes on to tell the story about several chapters later in the book, he's in LA and he's getting gas again, he's at a grocery store, and this girl goes, "Are you Dave Grohl?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm Dave Grohl." He's like, "I think I have your identity. I think I have your wallet." It's like 20 years later. He's like, "What?" Her parents owned the gas station that he left the wallet at, and they kept it for all these years, and he was reunited with all his old IDs.
Oh my gosh.
And the money was still in it. And he got it all back.
That is a cool story.
That is one of the several stories that is in The Storyteller, the book by Dave Grohl. So it's definitely worth checking out. It's on, I listened to it. It's available hardcover, softcovers.
Yeah.
You can,
an
audio book. Yeah, Audible has it. So definitely worth checking out. It's a great book.
It actually sounds pretty good. Yeah, I like Derek. If Nick and Annette are too loud, you're too old.
Yeah, and he goes into the book. He talks about his days with Nirvana. He talks about pre-Nirvana, and then the whole story of him meeting, getting kind of put into Nirvana, and how he came real close with Kurt. Goes through that whole story. Talks about losing Kurt, and talks about the start of the Foo Fighters, about the whole first album, how that all formed, and then gets into.
Well, it sounds like it's a well-written book.
And you know what? If you do listen to the audiobook, Dave Grohl himself tells it. He narrates the book.
Oh, that's fun.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that might be something on my listen to.
It's long.
list.
It's like 18 hours long. I mean, it's not a short book. You get a lot big bang for your buck.
I've been about 2 weeks of full time.
Yeah.
One thing I just wanted to pop in. We also watched. I was going to throw the link in here. We watched a really cool show on YouTube video. It was Carl Perkins and the Rockabilly Sessions. It was in.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm going to just copy the link in here. There are tons of interesting guest artists on it, and I can't remember. It was from 1985, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just going to pop that in here.
Throw that in there.
Wants to take a look at it when they get a chance. I mean, not everybody's music's the same as mine, but let me put it this way: if you like the Beatles,
which everyone does,
watch it.
Okay. All right. Good tease.
There's a lot of good guest appearances.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about the space in that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for being my co-host for 2 years.
Oh, thank you.
This,
Thank you. It's been 2 years.
Well, almost.
Okay.
This new space is kind of like a new slate.
It
feels like it's like we're in a new space and we got all this new stuff.
I almost feel more. I don't want to say relaxed. I'm feeling I'm feeling this nicer vibe.
It's not as crowded.
It's not as crowded. That might not last for long, but
yeah, we tend to fill up spaces pretty fast. That echo will be gone soon. We got about 500,000 45s to fit in this building. We got a lot of 45s we got to get over here.
We're going to have to add about 3 more stories.
So I'm just going to grab the camera and kind of show you the space, what it looks like, guys.
Derek, I don't remember. I did just get some new something of Carl Perkins. Maybe Paul can remind me.
Paul Vithal.
If he's still
So there's our round table and the glass window. Obviously, the front's not totally done yet. We're starting to move stereo equipment over. This is kind of a little bit more permanent. You see we got a nice little Toad Hall signage on the wall. We got our nice stereo system set up. Lots of turntables. And look at this. We finally moved a couple pinball machines in our space. Those are working, functioning pinball machines. For those of you who don't know, we are into that stuff. We buy and sell and repair. Well, we don't do home repair, but we buy them broken and fix them and put them out here for play so everyone can enjoy them. And then the bathroom's still a little bit under construction, and we'll have some shelving put in here. And so we got still some work to do in there, but
but
it's coming together.
When stuff comes in here, we won't need those acoustic panels.
Yeah, once we fill it up with cardboard and records,
it's going to get filled out.
It's going to get filled out. We got a lot of stuff. I mean, the store is full, and this space will be hopefully a little bit more comfortably full rather than just
I wish
jammed
there
to the
wasn't so
gills.
much of a lag on what's filming and what's on screen.
Yeah, I know. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to show a few, other records. I had some other stuff I pulled. I was just kind of digging around.
Yeah.
This Build Me Up Buttercup, the Foundations. A lot of people don't know this came out. It's on double LP. It's on gold and silver. 50-50 split. I only got like one of these. Because, Build Me Up Buttercup is such a huge song. You cannot find the Foundations record anywhere. It came out in 2021 from Culture Factory, so it's that French import.
Oh my God, it's got the Harlem Shuffle on there.
Phenomenal record, really hard to find. I got one, if you guys are looking for one. It's $26.
I don't have a crate over here, otherwise I'd take them from you.
It's all right.
Is
And then
there an empty over there?
No, there's not. I'll just put them there. Enough is Enough, this is pretty cool. Hard Rock Night, obviously, in the Beatles font. And look, it's all Beatles covers. Mystery Tour, Cold Turkey, Eleanor Rigby, Live and Let Die, Dear Prudence, Jet, Helter Skelter, Revolution, Back in the USSR, Little Help from My Friends. So it's all Beatles and solo Lennon, solo McCartney. But these are kind of hard to find right now. $27. It's on white vinyl. It's got the Apple thing going on. Well, that was pretty cool.
Oh, and another thing with the echoing, there's probably a chance that we will try out a couple different locations within the room. We've got the round table up front that maybe we can try different areas.
The other space that we might be able to use is where the table was.
Because right now we're right in front of the huge opening going into the main store. Yeah. And I think if we were to get away from that a little bit, maybe that would help cut down. It would give a limited, 3 walls and a limited space. So.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to hang on the walls. Obviously, we cover our walls with display stuff for sale.
Ethan wants to know if we're getting the Jimi Hendrix UHQR. They start shipping today, I believe.
We ordered them. I don't want to say we're getting them until I'm confirmed we're getting them. Okay. I think we are. We should be. It's just one of those things where acoustic sounds you don't know until they show up.
Yeah.
I don't have as good a relationship as that with them as I do with Mobile Fidelity.
Correct.
But I'm gonna say yes. I'm not gonna take pre-orders. They're coming.
But that's all I can say.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
Can't wait to get one. Do you need a special CD player to play SACDs?
Yes, you need an SACD player to get that extra out of that disc.
Okay, Derek was asking.
Now, regular CDs will play on an SACD player.
It's like having a Blu-ray player, you can play regular DVDs.
You can play regular DVDs on a Blu-ray player, but you need a Blu-ray player to play the Blu-rays.
Right. Okay.
Same kind of concept.
Okay.
I had another little thing this weekend. Well, 2 things. Another thing that's bumming me out, before I get into the records, is all the stores that are closing in Wisconsin.
Oh, they're
exclusive company. Right. So I went to Janesville over the weekend.
Oh, you did?
And I went to the exclusive company that's closing. It's a store that's been there forever. It's like one of those perennial record stores. And they have 7 locations all across, mostly up in the Green Bay, north of Milwaukee area.
I didn't realize you were up in the Green Bay.
There was one in Janesville, which is between Rockford and Madison. Mm-hmm. It's about halfway between Rockford and Madison. And they're closing. And, I went in and they have a lot of good CDs left. Their new vinyl was pretty picked. Their used vinyl is very picked, but still a lot of good CDs and all their fixtures. I mean, they're selling everything. The building has a sign for sale outside. It's just,
Right.
and then I know that all 6 other locations, they're closing them down one at a time. So you have that.
So what the story was behind it, was it that the original owner died and the family didn't
Correct.
want to continue with the business, or is there was
Correct.
nobody that was interested in
I think
taking
it's
them over?
I think, well, the previous owners died, so there goes the fire, you know, to keep it going. But on top of that, when you try to sell a store like a record store, you know, it would take 300, or the number they had put in the paper was $750,000 to buy that.
Just the one.
Just the one.
Okay.
All the stuff, the building, the whole 9 yards. And they're like, and you know what it makes, it does make money, but it doesn't, you know, they put in, this is an article in the paper, I'm paraphrasing. They said, no one's going to spend $750,000 to work 60 hours a week and make $40,000 a year. So, and I absolutely understand that. That is, those are, as sad as that is, that's kind of the reality of the business, is that unless you can really generate some higher income, higher revenue, it just isn't going to flow. And it's doing good, but not good enough for someone to buy and keep it going. And that's really sad.
Yeah.
That's really sad that it has to just be parted out and then gone. You know, it's not going to happen again.
Did you pick up any like display racks or anything?
I looked at them all.
Store?
I didn't see anything we could use. So, you know, that's sad to see 7 stores in Wisconsin. I mean, you know, maybe how many stores are in Wisconsin? 50, 40, you know, and 7 were gone like that. You know, that's too bad. And then there's another store in Madison that the guy's retiring. Same thing, parting it all up,
he
closing
is?
it down. Yeah, it's I can't remember the name off the top of my head. And then Tin Dog, that's just north of us here in Beloit, really small store. He got another job and he's like looking to sell the store. It's like, holy cow! So
And that
it's like,
store's probably maybe as big as this.
oh yeah, that store's
room right here.
not as big, even as big as this room. It's a real small one. And it's in a small market, so.
It's in a cool location though.
It's in a very good location, but
Yeah.
they just don't have many hours, and it's, you know, it's kind of a side, like a hobby kind of for them, which I get. You know, it's hard to make it a full-time gig doing the record store thing.
Right.
That's why I gotta thank you guys for watching all these videos and doing all this stuff, because it really helps us out here. I mean, without the internet is about 50% of our business now.
Yeah.
Online sales in general. We sell on eBay, we sell on our website, as you guys know, and then in store is about the other half. So it's very important for us to do these videos and have customer outreach and do that kind of thing.
Ooh.
And we appreciate that a lot. So
Squeaky brakes out there.
yeah, that was kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
On the upside of things, I had an industry meeting last week on my day off, and Kurt Vile spoke to the group of stores that I Zoom in
Yeah,
with.
you were starting to tell us about that over the weekend, but then something happened, we got interrupted in the.
Yeah, that always
So
happens.
this is going to be a
So-
new story for me too.
So Kurt
Maybe I'll
Vile
back it
has
right
a
now.
new record coming out in April. The first couple singles are already out. He came and kind of spoke to everybody and talking about it. And I found this War on Drugs record. Did you know that Kurt Vile was in the War on Drugs?
No.
He was a founding member of the band The War on Drugs. Obviously, he went solo. He's got like 9 records out now. But I really dig the new Kurt Vile single that's out.
Yeah, what
it's
kind of-
like Exploding Stars, like Exploding something. You'll see it if you just Spotify it or
So
YouTube
does it? I mean, what's the music type?
It
would
is
you say?
like, if you know what Mac DeMarco sounds
Yeah.
like? It's like that. It's heavy psychedelic. It's Philadelphia psych rock. That's what it is. It's psychedelic kind of stuff. And it's really good. He listens to Lou Reed and Sun Ra. Those are 2 main
Oh wow!
influences for him.
There you
So
go.
think Lou Reed,
Uh-huh.
think psychedelic rock. That's what you're getting. It's really good. This is his first record on Verve.
Oh, he's on Verve.
He's on Verve.
You know, I knew that because I get their emails and I remember reading.
So
that.
there's going to be a big push for Verve to push this new Kurt Vile, and I think he's got a really good product. He talked about writing the record through the pandemic. The cover is him with his 2 kids. It's kind of cool. He's got a Halloween mask on, and he's got his two daughters on the cover. I thought that was pretty cool.
I got to tell you what, the pandemic I think gave us a lot of cool, good new music.
I think-
a lot of these people were.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't. tour. They can do it. Like,
I'm a big believer that the more hardship you go through, the better the product is on the end. You know, if someone goes through a heartbreak or really traumatizing death in the family, the music that comes out of that's really good. I think it really does something good to bring things out of the soul. People are.
You're welcome, Michael. I can't remember which one you ended up getting. You had a lot of them. I don't remember which 6 you got.
Which brings us to our next question: Should we squeeze a small blind record draw in before Record Store Day? Tell us what you guys think.
Yeah,
Would you like
we
to
need
get in on one?
We need an opinion because I don't know. Do you want to save your money for Record Store Day or you want to?
What if I keep it to like $30?
Let us
What if we
know.
keep it really cheap?
I mean, if we get enough answers today and we get a yes on this, we'll whip
Have it
something
for
up
next
this
week.
afternoon.
Yeah, we'll have it. We'll
Yeah.
probably post it this week, and then we'll talk about it on the morning show next week and do it right after that.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think? You want to do another blind? It'll probably be old Record Store Day stuff, random stuff I find around here. I'll put some cool stuff together. It won't be a theme this time. It'll just be
We'll just be random.
yeah, it'll just be random stuff.
Let's talk about. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see what version of Record Store Day they're on.
They're up to.
Version 15 of their list,
Jeez.
and that was updated on March 25th.
Just a few days ago.
Yeah. Well,
They keep
15
updating it.
versions, and it came out what, a month and a half, 2 months
Yeah,
ago.
they're constantly changing that thing.
Absolutely, yes, they are. I mean, there's so much good stuff on this list. Oh, I need to get a shirt that says "Will Work for Records."
Yeah.
I should have somebody make one for me.
I'm just going through the rack and pulling some stuff out that, I don't know, kind of tripped my trigger this morning. First Tom Petty record there. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. We got a used copy here. I got $24 on that.
Michael says he won everything. You did? That's good. You did get some good stuff in there. I got to tell you that. Hang on a second. So Derek said, how about an after RSD leftovers?
We'll definitely
Or
do
a
that.
45 stuff draw. Might be able to lower price before RSD. That's a possibility.
I could do that. We could do
That's a
some
good
45s.
idea, Derek. Thank you.
I kind of like that. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do a random. We'll throw some 45s and some 33 in.
Michael said, yeah, that'd be cool because we do have a lot of.
And with this
45.
new space, we're going to be pushing 45s a lot in the next year. We're going to be bringing them in, organizing them, pricing and pushing them. So 45s, if you're into 45s, it's a great time to get in here because, well, or to be watching us because in the future, there's going to be a lot.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I mean, just I think since the beginning of the year, there's certainly been an uptick in the amount of new 45s that we've been getting in.
Yeah, I've been bringing them in pretty good. And they've been selling quite well too.
That's good.
John Lee Hooker, Urban Blues.
Oh, when
When's
did
the
this
last time?
come in?
This is all stuff that John probably priced yesterday. Urban Blues, I got $40 on that. Let's see what label this is on. It's on Bluesway Records.
Derek said I'd buy one of those shirts. Will Work for Records. Well, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, this record's probably a VG, VG plus. It's not perfect, but it's. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I got a John Lee Hooker record in.
Yep. Autographed item. You talking about this record? I think it was just the owner's name on the back.
Yeah, it's just the previous owner's name on the back.
Unless you saw something that we didn't see, let us know.
I think they're asking for Stevie Ray Vaughan, Double Trouble. We've been getting a lot of Stevie Ray Vaughan in lately, which is very unusual. Double LP, $30. Vinyl says VG plus on that. Here's our REM Murmur. Which is anything you get back in this kind of this age, 83.
Probably about the right time, 83, 85 range.
On
there.
IRS. $40 REM. Kind of hard to find on vinyl. Look at that. Look at that. This was just sitting in the rack too. Just a nice Zeppelin 3. It has the original spinning wheel. What we got on this? 35 would be like $28. Just a hair under $30. Looks like someone's cat got to it on the corner. Steven
Somebody
Stills.
once us started streaming less than a minute ago. Did we lose?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay.
Steven Stills. It's an import. This is, you can tell by the shiny cover. It's only like $12. It's on, where's it from?
Ooh, this is
Gemma, it's German. It's a German copy.
This is a cool album.
Yeah, you want to show that one off?
Look at this is the London Howlin' Wolf sessions. It's got Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Bill Wyman, Charlie Watts on this. This is
Isn't that pretty neat? I found that.
That blues and rock project.
This is something that wouldn't grab people's attention, but it's
Oh,
made
look
in
at this
Italy.
label.
It's got a frog on it. How cool is that?
That's cool.
An original Chess USA recording. This looks like it's an import from Italy.
And this is, that side looks at least, well, if it had a little dust taken. Oh, it's VG Plus. Mine's is VG Plus. It's right there, right in between.
Rockin' Daddy. I Ain't Superstitious. The Red Rooster. Who's Been Talking? Built for Comfort. Wang Dang Doodle.
It's got Built for Comfort on it?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
99 Luft Balloons.
How come this stuff always ends up coming on the show before I've even ever seen it?
Oh my gosh, this one's not even priced.
Nina?
99 Love
99
Balloons.
red balloons.
99 Love Balloons. 99 Red Balloons.
I always sing to that song in the car, and I sing like I really can sing, but I can't.
Look at
But
this.
people are probably going, "Oh, she knows all the words."
The front, side 1 is all in English, and side 2 is all in German.
Huh?
Because usually you see the single, I rarely see the LP of
That's
this.
cool.
This
Yeah,
needs
I've
to be
never
priced.
seen that.
It's not priced. I don't
Where's
know.
this? If you want to take that.
And finally,
Pink Floyd, The Wall.
people are always looking for original
Yeah.
Floyds, and we happen to have some right now. We don't always have
No.
them. So right now we got them. Got one.
About $24 on it.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah, what's worth? Is that 30 or 50? That's 30.
It's a 30. So yeah, 24.
Maybe the cover is
It's
definitely
not
just,
perfect.
just good. I'd say good on the cover.
But your other option is to buy a new one. It's, I think a new one's $50 now.
51, I think.
Yeah, 51
Yeah.
bucks.
So they just went up, I believe.
Everything's just gone up.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
And it's really weird. We've seen some really big jumps. So usually you would see like $1 or $2. Something came in last week that
Some of them were.
was it like a $10? $10?
Yeah, the new Gorillas or Gorillas Plastic Beach one, $10.
Is that what it was?
Yep, it was 21, went to 31. 21 honestly was pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I think someone missed that on the price jump last time. But yeah, prices are going up like wild.
Let's see how much the wall is.
So I guess we'll have to get some stuff together and we'll put together a blind record draw today. That's something we'll have to do today.
Yeah.
Sounds like we got some thumbs up. So I'll get it to that today. We'll put some stuff together on that.
Try to keep it at a real reasonable price because I don't know if y'all like me, I want to save some of my money for
Record Store Day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, if you see anything you like, give us a call, 815-226-1259. Here, the phone's ringing right now. You're going to have to wait.
Or John will pick
The
it up.
website is toadhallonline.com. You can check out all the new vinyl there, and we can pack and ship, or we'll get it to you one way or another.
Local pickup if anybody wants to take a road trip and come in and see us.
Absolutely. We're open 7 days a week, guys. Well, until next week, we're going to get a blind record draw together, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it.
All right, we'll see you soon.